And welcome to Whose Line Is It Anyway, the improvisation program, and providing the spontaneous combustion tonight. We have, first of all, from the Comedy Store Players, Josie Lawrence, with a face that's launched 1,000 quips. Paul Merton, with a face that expresses anything up to 2 emotions. Julian Clary, whose face is so beautiful it could almost be painted. And Mike McShane, whose face is now home to Basil Brush. Ladies and gentlemen, the contestants. Right. Yeah, the first game that we're playing, or they're playing, is called Film and Theatre Styles. We're breaking into pairs for this. First of all, Julian and Paul would like to come down. They're going to improvise a little scene we're going to do in a moment. But can we have some film or theatre styles you'd like to crack into?
Walt Disney.
Walt Disney? We've had that every week. But sorry, which tragedy? Greek tragedy. Great.
Berkoff.
Sorry?
Berkoff.
Sorry. Somebody who isn't a fan, obviously. Okay, that sounds like a good selection there. So, Julian and Paul, can you be a door-to-door salesman? One of you is a door-to-door salesman and one's a door-to-door door or something. And just improvise that, and I'll give you some styles in a second.
Hello. I had a sense there was somebody knocking at my door.
Yes,
You don't sell door knockers by any chance, do you? I'll do with one on this one.
I've come to try and speak to you in the first place.
Oh, okay.
And to see if I could interest you in any soap powder or some brushes or something to clean yourself and your house up with.
Well, it's funny you should say that, because I could do with some brushes, actually.
I thought perhaps you could.
Greek tragedy.
Why? Why have we never met before? That's the chorus.
Because I've only just moved into the area.
I've come to sleep with your mother and then kill her. In that order.
I'm afraid I've done it already.
How about your father? Is he around?
All right. Well, keeping in that mood, Disney.
How's about a nice little brush for you?
What Disney film's that?
I'm just being
Hang on,
generally...
there's some chipmunks in my hallway. Got to clear on.
I'm just being generally frisky.
You haven't got anything to clear up chipmunk droppings, do you?
Hang on, Berkoff. Stephen Berkoff.
Oh, God. It's a lot of swearing.
Yeah. Mum didn't understand me.
I'm not surprised.
She was Yugoslavian. Not a word of English. You're sick.
Don't worry about it.
What is it now?
Cheer yourself up with a few brushes.
All right,
Cheer yourself up with a few brushes.
It's very early period Berkoff, I think. No wonder he moved out of that into swearing. Let's end with some pirate movie.
Pirates?
Pirates.
All right. Well, if you're not interested in my brushes, young man...
Do you fancy a Jolly Roger?
Yes.
All right, then, there. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Go away. Go away, Jolly. Good, yes. The way you just drifted in and out of styles there so effortlessly was excellent. I'll give you a point each. Now we come to Josie and Mike. Your pairing. I'll give you your scene in a moment. Some more styles for them. Flower pot men. What sort of plays do you go to, for goodness sake? Sorry?
Old-time musical.
Old-time musical. Australian soap. Are there any Australian soap? Twin Peaks. That is an Australian soap, I think. Oh, that's about dogs, actually. Twin Peaks. Let's have a situation. Situation for you is one of you suspects the other one is having an affair.
Are you going to start again about the affair? Please don't. Please don't. I've just been out with the guys. Some very fragrant floral guys.
All right, I'm sorry, darling. I know I ought to trust you. I mean, I do love you and all that.
I love you. I love you, and I am yours. And I would never do anything.
What's this?
Australian soap.
A wreck off you! I love you, Susan! Who's she when she's at home?
She's just some girl I met down at the shrimp bar. She's attractive. She wears those corks on her nipples, and she's just hot, man. She's hot. She's got passion.
Oh, a very convincing accent there. Let's move nearer to home to Twin Peaks.
She's dead. I'm sorry.
I know you're having an affair.
Oh, you keep signaling doing those things.
Let's try some old-time musical.
I say, what we gonna do? Somebody's been and gone and shut the piano player. We're gonna have to sing our little song unaccompanied, and no mistake.
All right. I've been shagging the next-door neighbor for half a week or so. I've had a lot of fun, but then I said it's time to
Okay,
go.
thank you very much, and I think jolly good. We'll get any further than that. Right. I can't give any points there for unauthorized use of the naughty word at the end there. Now we move on to a game called Film Dubbing. This is going to feature Paul and Julian. So Paul and Julian, you're back on. And there's a film here from which, for bizarre reasons, we've removed the soundtrack. And you have to provide a new one. And can it be about an escort agency? Okay, escort agency. You've heard of those? When the film starts, where you go?
Oh, I think this is smashing, or I'll knock their eyes out down at the Hammersmith Palais tonight. Oh, this is one.
I want 50 quid just to hold hands.
Well,
Hey, you look a bit rusty in that thing. You sure you haven't been sweating or anything like that?
well,
Very
I've
nice,
been
isn't
sweating
it,
a little
this
bit,
day
you
and
know,
age?
but, well, you're not quite what I ordered. Look at you.
Who's talking now? I'm talking now.
Yeah.
Right then, where shall I...
Well, look, put it over there, just next to the
Oh,
table.
what over there?
The bottle of champagne.
Don't you want to do anything else?
Well, have you got a tin opener? I mean, I can't just squeeze out of it, you know?
You've got shifty eyes, if you don't mind me saying so. You haven't got, you're not planning anything kinky, are you? Just straightforward, you know, hand relief, that's all I do.
Well, yeah, well, that sounds all right to me, but,
Where's the accent?
Right, okay. I think that, I thought you brought that scene to a natural climax, so we'll give you 47 points each. Now we come to a game called Interview. This will feature Julian and Mike. So if Julian and Mike like to come down and get the interviewing stools, which they have to sit on. Now, Mike is not going to be playing Mike. He's going to be playing some historical, mythical, or even fairy tale character. So can you think of a character to give him?
Julius Caesar.
Julius Caesar. I don't wonder if we've ever done him before, but never mind. But Julius Caesar. Now, Julian, can you interview him, Julius Caesar, but you are from a fanzine. You know what a fanzine is?
Yep, I do.
They're a fanzine, so where you go.
Oh, excuse me, my wounds are still a little sore.
Julius, a lot of our readers write in about the wounds, and they'd like to know exactly how you got them.
Well, on the Senate steps, I just came out and I was minding my own business, and boom, Brutus, everyone, all of them on me like flies on a log roll. I'll tell you, it was fun.
Could you tell us your 3 favorite ways of killing people?
I usually like to cover them with honey and have fire ants crawl over them and devour them slowly. That's a nice one. And often I like to bury them up to their head in sand and then run over them with a garden blower. My best way is that old Roman way, which I know you love so much.
I love
the parties
Roman
you've been
way,
to,
yes.
you're great with them. It's stuffing live animals down your throat with a tube.
Yep, that's very interesting. And what about all this aggression that you seem to exude? You don't think that's a little bit too strong for this day and age, for all the young people that might be reading this?
Hey, I'm Caesar. Get it while you can, kid.
Could I ask you now about romance, Caesar?
Yes.
Is there a special person in your life that you go home to at the end of a hard day's battling?
There's a little slave boy.
Perhaps there was.
Last question.
Thank you very much.
Yes.
How old is he exactly, this young slip of a boy?
X-I-V-I-I-V-I-X.
Okay, thank you very much. It's in there. Thank you. Put the stools away. Yes, stools away. Stools away down there. Right. Well done. Yes, I think I'll give XII points to both of them. Now,